Hey guys, it's Phil. Hey, one of the things that we trained on the other night at our house was maybe building a list. And I wanted to be able to break that down maybe a little bit better for you guys. Hopefully you guys can see this list right here that I have. And I will post this as a picture in a PDF or an Excel spreadsheet with this training when I get it posted. But, you know, here's the deal, guys. At the end of the day, you know, just sitting down and telling somebody, hey, you got to build a list, or hey, you got to have a working list of people, or telling them, hey, get 50 or 100 names. That's just overwhelming. You know, I'm one of those guys that I can follow simple instructions. You know, tell me what to do, break it down for me, and I can go rock it out. But without the simple instructions, you know, I'm a Marine, and we call it the KISS method. Keep it simple. Keep it simple for silly guys like me. But okay, so very first one, you know, you need energy. Someone who needs energy, you know, you write their name down. And I'll just kind of read these off. I put the top category as just the immediate ones. It's easier for us to talk to people about products than it is to typically talk to people about money. So, you know, the products, you know, someone who needs energy, someone who needs weight loss. What about wellness products, or who's currently on wellness products, vitamins or probiotic? You know, we think about, you know, the protein and some of those supplements, but guys, we are so much more than just a protein or a, you know, an energy drink or other things. So, you know, ask someone to, you know, are you willing to sit down and, you know, show me what you guys are currently taking as a family so I can sit down. Maybe I can just save you some money. So then next is, you know, think about your endurance people, maybe your runners, or someone who's just a hobby runner, like just to, you know, kind of stay in shape and keep some of those pounds off. Someone who's into strength, really likes to work out, really likes to lift heavy weights, you know, maybe power lifter, or just, you know, a guy who's fresh out of college, or somebody, you know, really likes reliving those glory days. I'm probably speaking to myself. Someone who does CrossFit, you know, maybe a bodybuilder, or a guy who kind of is a supplement junkie. You go over to his house and man, he's just got everything on that refrigerator as far as supplements go. And you're just like, dude, I know I can save you some money. Not to mention, I know our products are safe and tested. I don't know anything about the stuff that you're taking, but the reality is I know where ours come from, and I know what the standards behind our company. So guys, the next line, obviously, you know, we help people in the two biggest problem areas in our country. We help them with the fitness, but we help them with the finances. And I'm so passionate about this here because it's so changed our life. And it was scary for me to talk about this at the very beginning, guys, but you know, you got to get out there and you got to be able to be willing to be bold for those people, because you never know where they are. I never would have told anybody I was on unemployment when we started Avocare, and I sure as heck never would have told anybody that we were about to lose our home. But guys, those are the reality of where we were. So people who never have time. I didn't have time. I was going to school full time, working construction on the side, taking care of the kids, and then Avocare came into our life. Well, you know, when I saw an opportunity, I was willing to figure out a couple extra hours, especially when it made that big of a difference for me physically. I knew there was an opportunity to go check this out on the finance side. You know, people who legitimately say they need money. What about people who say they can't afford anything? You know, oh man, I can't afford to go to the movies, or I can't afford to take my kids there, or, you know, I can't afford a babysitter, you know, those type of things. What about those people that you want to work with? You know, the people that, you know, you just like, man, if that person joined me, it would just be so fun to do life on life. You know, I really want to work with them. What about the people that are having kids, or the people that have lots of kids like me and my brother-in-law, you know, 4 and 6 kids? Or people that are looking for another stream of income. You know, there are those people that love those multiple streams of income and be able to work multiple different areas, especially on the entrepreneur side. What about people who plan and save for the future? You know, guys, I didn't even know that was a possibility until Avocare, but hey, there are those people out there. And again, we can help them. We can help put more money away. What about the baby boomers? You know, those people that are realizing, man, I'm about to retire. I don't have enough money to live paycheck to paycheck. I don't have enough money to live the lifestyle I'm currently doing. People that are gym owners or trainers, and I put those last because people think that that's the end all be all, but I'll take a mom with a purpose like Debbie, who really, you know, stepped up and just said, hey, I know I can help my family. Now, granted, she's a trainer, guys, but she had a purpose, and that's what got her going. Not her training business. She got her going with a strong purpose. So, you know, guys, it looks like the weed whackers are kicking up out here at the pool, but, you know, me and my family, we wish you guys the best, but hopefully this was helpful on the list building, you know, basically the prospect list builder. Hope you guys have an awesome day. You know, be bold for your faith, your family, and your future, guys. I promise you, it will change your life, and you never know who else needs it out there.